Section 3.5.RA-4. The following data to the right represent the dividend yields in percent of a random sample of 28 publicly traded stocks. You want to compute the 5-number summary for the data. Now, the 5-number summary consists of the smallest and largest numbers in the data set, the first quartile, the median, and the third quartile. And be sure to first list the data in ascending order. So the first step that we want to do is we want to sort the data in ascending order. So we're sorting all the data into ascending order. So we're starting from 0, and this last number goes to 3.47. So so 0 all the way up to 3.47. Now we want to determine the smallest and largest numbers in the data set. Now the smallest number in the data set is 0, and let's go ahead and highlight that. So the smallest number is 0, and the largest number is 3.47. So that would represent the minimum. This would represent the maximum. Now we want to find the median, M, and remember that the median is the 50th percentile. Okay, so there are 28 numbers. So we have an even amount of numbers. We have to pick the middle two numbers. So this is the 14th number, and this is the 15th number. And so we have to find the average of those two by dividing it by 2 and adding them. So 1.12 plus 1.22 divided by 2 is going to equal 1.17. So the median of the entire data set is 1.17. So now we have the median. Okay, and recall that the median is also the same thing as quartile 2. So remember that the median is also quartile 2. Next, we then want to compute the first quartile by finding the median of the first 14 observations. So from 0 to 1.12, there is our data, and there's 14 values, which is an even amount of values. So in order to find the median of these two values, okay, we would have to find the average of those two. So 0.24 plus 0.28 divided by 2 gives us 0.26. So now quartile 1 of the first 14 observations is 0.26. Part 5, we want to compute the third quartile by finding the mean of the last 14 observations. So the last 14 observations starts with 1.22 going all the way to 3.47. And again, there's 14 observations. It's an even number. So we need to find the middle two numbers, add them, and divide by 2. So 2.19 plus 2.33 divided by 2 gives us 2.26. So quartile 3 gives us 2.26. So quartile 1, again, corresponds to the 25th percentile. Quartile 3 corresponds to the 75th percentile. And the median represents the 50th percentile. And so therefore, the 5-number summary is the following. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make note of this. So we know that the first number is the minimum value. We know that the second number represents quartile 1. So this represents the minimum. This represents quartile 1. This one's quartile 2, or the median. This number represents quartile 3. And then this number is the maximum.